a sweet letter written by a dad who overheard his son coming out when he was talking to a friend on a phone. Now, we don't know who this guy is. They want to remain anonymous, but we do know that the boy that had the letter written to him is from Michigan, and here's what his father wrote to him. Nate, I overheard your phone conversation with Mike last night about your plans to come out to me. The only thing I need you to plan is to bring home OJ and Brett after class. We are out like you now. I've known you were gay since you were 6. I've loved you since you were born. Dad. P.S. Your mom and I think you and Mike make a cute couple.
The P.S. is very sweet. Earlier in the letter, I was confused. When he started talking about OJ, I'm like, oh my God. Does he mean like bring OJ over? I'm going to cut your head off? Okay. Then I was like, oh, thanks God. No, OJ and bread. Okay, he means actual orange juice.
Yeah, he meant orange juice.
Yeah, and then he's like, now your mom and I are out too. And I was like, oh, are they swinging? What's like, I got confused for a second.
You're ridiculous.
Cenk taking all the sort of wonder and charm and beautiful nature out of his
I know,
and crushing it. Like squeezing it out like OJ.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that letter?
No.
They're talking about taking the charm out.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe those things get found. And like, if they do, then like we have some names attached to it. Like, let's go. Show me the names. I don't care. It's nice and it's a wonderful sentiment anyway. But my instincts of, come on, it's too good.
You know what? Ben's swinging me. I think he might be right about this. Where do we find this? Instagram, Tumblr, Reddit?
So there's a Facebook page called Fuck Hate. And the person.
Oh, so then it's a legitimate.
No. The person.
Credible news source.
The person who started the page got this sent to him by Nate. So he.
Who's Nate? Nate Silver?
No.
Okay, Nate's.
What am I doing here?
What was
Nate's the son?
What was
Nate's the son.
What was Nate's wrestling name?
Okay.
So he says. So we're getting it from the person who says he got it from.
From his dad.
Maybe that helps a little. I'm still. It's just. I mean, it seems like the kind of.
It's too good.
A Facebook page called Fuck Hate. Glad they exist. Good work. Go forward. I love you. I don't care if they made it up. Like, I got no beef waking up because it's the kind of thing parents could take a lesson from this.
Yeah, and he encourages people to do the right thing.
Yeah, he encourages people to do the right thing. It's a wonderful thing. I'm not. It's too good for them. It's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to the Fuck Hate.
I'm believing it. Maybe I'm naive, but I think it's real.
Well, it's sweet. And
it's incredibly sweet.
Yeah, and that's a genuine reaction as opposed to the first story we did today about Rob Portman, who's a Republican senator from Ohio, who like goes on TV and he's like, okay, and let me tell you, I still am a traditional values guy, and I talked to my pastor, but I found out that my son is gay, so what am I gonna do? Whereas this guy's like, it's all right, man. Okay, we love you. And what did he say? He's known this since he was 6.
Yeah.
Well, you should have let the guy off the hook earlier, by the way. But on the other hand, what if you're wrong? You pull your son aside.
That's so true, right?
Hey, dude, I know, it's okay. You're gay. And he's like, what?
I'm not gay.
You're like, oh, never mind.
It just seems like with that, like if it were real, there would be another part to the story too. This is my dad wrote this letter. It was beautiful. I went and I got OJ and bread. And you know what? That whole meal, we actually never talked about it, but it was great. And we knew, and it was awesome. There would just be like, so what happened? What happened next?
But the family doesn't want to be like in the public eye.
No,
so
even if there were no names attached, like there's just it beckons.
Yeah, I won't believe it until they have a reality show.